Welcome back to Rise Exchange. Now, officials from 49 African Union member states, including Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, attended the Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program, have resolved to develop and facilitate resilient systems to boost food security in the continent. President Yoweri emphasized that agriculture holds the key to unlocking Africa's socio-economic development and reducing dependency on external markets. Let's take some excerpts.
When our political movement started, initially as a student movement, we were able to see that a country like Uganda, located around the equator, could be very advanced and prosperous on the basis of the four sectors of the economy. These four were identified as commercial agriculture, manufacturing, services, and ICT. In the pre-colonial and colonial times, our economy was mainly pre-capitalist and based on subsistence agriculture, or kola echida chonka in our language, meaning working only for the stomach, for home consumption. We also had some artisan craft skills such as obhesi, blacksmithing, kubeja, woodwork, kunogora, ceramics, etc., and some primordial services such as kuragura, healing, etc. By the end of the colonial times, only 9% of the homesteads were in the narrow colonial cash economy, described as, in quotes, enclave economy, meaning a small island of modernity surrounded by a sea of underdevelopment. That enclave economy of the colonial economy of Uganda was described as the economy of the 3 C's and 3 T's. The 3 C's being coffee, cotton, and copper, and the 3 T's being tobacco, tea, and tourism. The agricultural and the mineral products being mainly exported as raw materials without making final products out of them, except for some small effort of the native textile factory of only 23 million meters, started by a progressive British governor, Andrew Cohen, who arrived in Uganda in 1952. Our line, therefore, ever since the 1960s, has been as follows. A, fully commercialize agriculture to achieve food security and homesteads income security by undertaking agricultural enterprises guided by the Echibaro. We use this word Echibaro, meaning to calculate the maximum possible returns given the size of the family land. B, in commercializing agriculture, use the strategy of intensive agriculture for families of 4 acres or less, and extensive agriculture for families of bigger lands. With intensive agriculture, you select high-value enterprises which, though you do them on a small scale, you get good family income. While with extensive agriculture, you can adopt low-value crops, which when you do them on a big scale, you still get good money, good income for the family because of the scale. C, the country needs both the products of intensive agriculture and extensive agriculture because many times one needs the other. D, in our 1996 election manifesto, we identified 7 enterprises for intensive agriculture. And these were coffee, 1 acre, fruits, 1 acre, dairy products, 1 acre for pasture, for dairy cows, then 1 acre for food crops for the family within those 4 acres. And then poultry for eggs and piggery in the backyard, back of the house, at the back. It's called a kanyima or a manju. I think in Swahili they call it uwani, at the backyard there. Plus fish farming for those near the wetlands, on the periphery of the wetlands, not in the center. In our calculation, crops like cotton, tea, maize, sugarcane, and enterprises like ranching could only make money for the family when they are done on a medium or large scale. Recently, our people have been adding crops like palm oil, cocoa, and cashew nuts on the list of the high-value crops that can give good incomes to the families, even if you do them on 1 acre. To do some of the intensive agriculture enterprises, you need inputs from the extensive agriculture products. To produce poultry feeds, animal feeds for pigs, fish meals, etc., you need maize, sugar byproducts, etc. If you are to import all these, it may render your products uncompetitive. We had to do this, Your Excellencies, because in the colonial times and in the post-colonial times, they would make our people grow things like cotton. You hear that Uganda is producing a lot of cotton. Yes, Uganda was producing a lot of cotton. But the families which were producing the cotton were in poverty.